Thank you so much, Paris. So, firstly, good evening, everyone. How are you all today?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I hope you're all good. And as much as I know, you're all from the first semester of Lloyd Law College. So, firstly, welcome to our internship program. And I'm really happy to see all of you here, though I believe some of you haven't joined yet. That's fine. So, I'll just be briefing you regarding some rules of the internship, and I'll also be giving you some details regarding the internship program and what is expected from you all. So just let me know once my presentation is visible. Is my presentation visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you. So before dwelling into our internship guidelines, I'd like to introduce our founder, Shubham Singh. You'll have a session with him as well in the upcoming days. It is scheduled. It is scheduled for after a week or so. So Shubham Singh, he is the co-founder. He is my co-founder and the co-founder of Legal Vidya. He has both practical and theoretical skills when it comes to law. He has written many books and has a good amount of knowledge regarding them. So it'll be an interactive session when you once you talk to him, and you'll get to learn a lot of things. So do look up for that. Uh, at Legal Vidya, Paris has already introduced it, but yeah, I'd like to continue a bit more. We organize quizzes, competitions, experts lecture, webinars. We publish blogs as well. So while we talk of webinar and lectures, we have a few lectures that are scheduled. I'd like to show them to you all because the lectures are free of cost. So I really hope and I really expect a little bit of participation from you all. So the first lecture that we have is on alternate dispute resolution. ADR is a very trending topic. I'd like to say that first of all. So um, that lecture is going to be delivered by Ms. Mohana Datta, and she is the member of American Bar Association, an active member of AIHRA and ICCA as well. So she has a lot of knowledge when it comes to arbitration. So just let me show that to you as well before we move any further with our internship guidelines. Um, so this is our website. If any of you have not yet seen it, this is our website. This is Legal Vidya. As you can see, we have various columns: home, legal news, case, articles, and content, etc. So this is the webinar that I'm talking about, and Ms. Mohana Datta is organizing it. It is on the 11th of November. I know it's just a day prior to Diwali, but the lecture will last just around 1 hour, so do give your time. The other one is really interesting. This one is on the top three Supreme Court judgments and how to crack CLAT PG. I know you all are first year students, so cracking CLAT PG is not your primary motive now, but sooner or later that will be so. You'll get a good amount of knowledge if you join this session as well, and obviously, learning about Supreme Court judgments is something that you must know. You should be updated with legal news. So I believe this webinar is really beneficial for you all. This is on the 9th of November, that is day after tomorrow. The links to all have been shared, but we'll share them once again. If anyone is interested, please do join the session. Now, coming back to internship guidelines. Your internship will be for a period of 4 weeks, that is 1 month, and you're expected to prepare 4 research articles during that time. You may receive feedback regarding what you have written, and if you receive such a feedback, you're requested and you're instructed, I'd like to say much more than that, to incorporate those in your final submission. Only then it will be accepted for publication. The mail ID for submission and how you'll have to submit will be given to you in some time. Your topics will be mentioned in a Google Drive link, which you'll receive, and you'll receive the internship certificate after the completion of internship. That is once you submit your 4 research articles and they have been checked by our team. And if you're someone who has done an exceptional work, you'll also receive a letter of recommendation, that is an LOR. Your internship coordinator can be contacted anytime with the internship if any assistance is needed. We have already shared the number and name of your internship coordinator, and I believe he must have started adding you in groups as well. Um, the communication during internship is mainly through WhatsApp and email. Now, something that is really important is the plagiarism policy. So, we have a very strict plagiarism policy, and only 10% of plagiarism is allowed. So, if your content or if your content that you have submitted contains more than 10% of plagiarism, then the content will be rejected. So, please ensure that the plagiarism is under 10%, and you're required to submit the given work before deadline or on deadline. Now, something that is really important and it will help you get an LOR is that you'll have to give updates of your daily work at 7 p.m. in a WhatsApp group that you have been added in. So, firstly, you'll have to mention your name, the work that was assigned to you, the status of the work, the submission deadline, and work number. So, your name, say, I talk about myself. My name, I'll write Sakshi Sharma. The work assigned or the topic that is assigned to me, if example it's the first law commission report analysis, on that I'll mention that. If status, say for example I've read the report today, I've read this part of the report, or I have analyzed the report, I've begun preparing my article, I'll write that. Then the submission date is so 14 November, I'll mention that. And if it is my work number 1, I'll write 1. If it is 2, I'll write 2, and so on. Apart from that, coming now, you all will be divided into various batches. There are 60 to 70 of you all. So you'll be divided into various batches, that is batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4. And then you'll again be divided into further groups. Say, for example, batch 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, whatever the group name will be, that your internship coordinator will decide. So you'll be divided into further groups. So you'll be divided into groups of threes. Now once you're divided in that group, आपको आपका टॉपिक मिल जाएगा, आपको पता ही है आपको डेली अपडेट देना है. तो आपको जो टॉपिक मिलेगा उसके बाद आपको एक वीक की टाइम मिलेगी. सो you'll get 7 days in which you'll have to write your research article and submit it. तो वो जो 7 दिन आपको मिलेंगे उसमें पहले 5 दिन तो आप अपना आर्टिकल लिख के सबमिट करोगे, ठीक है. एंड देन से देर आर 3 of you all, से देयर इज मी, पारस एंड शुभम, फॉर एग्जांपल इन अ ग्रुप. तो आज मुझे टास्क मिला है, एंड देन फॉर 5 days आई विल डू माय रिसर्च टास्क और मैं अपना आर्टिकल लिखूंगी. On the sixth day, what I'll be given the tasks, जैसे मैं पारस और शुभम है, तो I'll get शुभम्स article, शुभम will get पारस's article, and ऐसे हम 3 जन हैं, so we'll get each other's article. Now when we get each other's article, हमारा काम ये होगा that we review our articles, read them, go through them, and see the difference between their article and my article, and if there is any suggestion or mistake, I'll take that out and I'll submit it. तो पहले 5 दिन तो आप अपना काम करोगे, फिर छठे और सातवें दिन आप क्या करोगे, अपने पीयर्स का काम रिव्यू करोगे. यू आर ऑल फ्रॉम सेम कॉलेज, सो आई बिलीव यू ऑल मस्ट बी फेमिलियर विद ईच अदर. सो जो भी आपके पीयर्स होंगे विल शेयर देयर वर्क विद यू एंड यू विल हैव टू रिव्यू देम. तो ये जब रिव्यू का प्रोसेस होगा, आप रिव्यू करके फिर हमें मेल कर दोगे. So this is how we'll function. Apart from that, okay, since you all are here, you're all from research batch, just write down in the chat box. I know it'll be a little hectic कि सुबह कॉलेज जाना फिर कॉलेज से आना. तो कॉलेज से आने के बाद ऐसा कौन सा टाइम है, जस्ट राइट इट डाउन फ्रॉम 7 to 9 or 10 p.m. कौन सा एक ऐसा 1 घंटा है when you all are comfortable working, whether you're comfortable working at 7, 8, 9, 10, जो भी टाइम आप कंफर्टेबल हो, 9 to 10, जो भी 1 घंटा आप कंफर्टेबल हो, राइट इट डाउन इन द चैट बॉक्स. एवरीवन, 11 to 12, 7 to 8. Okay, team. if after 10, okay, so जो भी एक time होगा, whichever is the majority, we'll just see. Team, please take a note of whatever is the majority. तो जो भी majority होगा, I believe it will be either 8 to 9 or 9 to 10, and some might be comfortable 11 to 12, I understand. But team, please take a note of जो भी time majority में आता है for research batch. तो जो भी टाइम मेजोरिटी में आएगा, एवरी मॉर्निंग विल शेयर अ लिंक इन योर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, ओके? तो जो भी एक टाइम मेजोरिटी में आएगा, वी वांट that any student or every student who's comfortable and who's available at that particular time, so we want you to join that meeting. उस मीटिंग में आप ज्वाइन करो, कैमरा ऑन करो, डू योर रिसर्च टास्क, और just you are assigned a work. So we, though we have stated that the working hours are flexible, which they are, that is why it's not a compulsion to do this. Working hours flexible hai, that is one part of it. However, we do want you all to work at least 1 hour a day, क्योंकि आप internship कर रहे हो. We want you all to sincerely sit and study and read something. 1 hour, join that meeting. जो भी टाइम मेजोरिटी में आएगा, उस टाइम ये मीटिंग ओपन होगा. We'll give you the access to join that meeting. आप उस टाइम पे ये मीटिंग ज्वाइन करोगे, एंड देन फ्रॉम दैट टाइम टू 1 hour आप उस 1 घंटे में बैठ के इंटर्नशिप का जो भी काम होगा, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई हैव असाइन द टास्क ऑफ फर्स्ट लॉ कमीशन रिपोर्ट. तो फर्स्ट लॉ कमीशन रिपोर्ट असाइन हुआ, मैं जैसे पहला दिन है, मैं पहला दिन आधा कमीशन रिपोर्ट पढ़ लिया, फिर 1/4 कमीशन रिपोर्ट पढ़ ली, दूसरे दिन में भी मैंने रिपोर्ट पढ़ लिया, तीसरे दिन में मैंने ड्राफ्टिंग चालू करी, चौथे दिन मैं रिव्यू कर रही हूँ अपने आर्टिकल को, पांचवें दिन मैं एक फाइनलाइज कर रही हूँ, जो भी कर रही हूँ, जो भी आपको करना होगा इन सब में से, वो आप दिन में 1 घंटा बस, कभी भी जब भी आप कंफर्टेबल हो, आप वो तो आप वो मीटिंग ज्वाइन करोगे, काम करोगे. योर इंटर्नशिप कोऑर्डिनेटर विल आल्सो बी देयर, सो ही विल कीप अ नोट to ensure that कोई भी nuisance ना create in that particular meeting. Your peers will also be there. कोई भी 1 घंटा, whichever is the majority time, we'll see that, and उस 1 घंटे में आपको access दिया जाएगा to join that meeting and work. This is something that I wanted to inform you all. Apart from that, I have two other things. Citations and plagiarisms. तो citation के लिए दो मैं जो information बोल रही हूँ आपके groups में आ जाएगी थोड़ी देर में. But coming to citation के लिए we use Harvard 20th edition, Harvard Blue Book 20th edition. तो Harvard Blue Book पे आपको मिल जाएगा आपके groups में. You can just refer to that, and अगर आपको citations में कोई भी problem हो, just contact your internship coordinator, is always available to help you. So sorry, दो problems नहीं होंगी, because हार्वर्ड जो हम लोग फाइल शेयर करेंगे उसमें एग्जाम्पल्स के साथ दिया हुआ है कि कैसे साइटेशंस करने हैं. सो मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, बट इन केस एनी क्वेरी अराइजेस, तो गलत करने से अच्छा है कि आप एक बार पूछ के कंफर्म कर लेना कि सर जो मैं कर रहा हूँ सही है या नहीं. ओके, डू दैट. एंड coming to plagiarism, now if your college gives you access of a plagiarism checker, do use that. If not, online बहुत सारे free plagiarism checkers है. Just put your article on that, upload your file on that, plagiarism check करके उसकी रिपोर्ट आपको भेजनी होगी अपने internship, जो भी आप टास्क सबमिट करोगे उसके साथ. With that, also a declaration of authorship. डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ ऑथरशिप एक पीडीएफ फाइल में होगी, जिसमें बेसिकली आप ये डिक्लेयर करोगे कि ये जो भी आर्टिकल है, से फॉर एग्जांपल आर्टिकल इज टाइटल्ड एनालिसिस ऑफ द फिफ्थ लॉ कमीशन रिपोर्ट. तो ये जो आर्टिकल है ये मैंने लिखा है और ये मैंने इस डेट को लीगल विद्या को सबमिट किया है. These are a few things that I wanted to tell you. And don't worry if you miss something, because ये सारी information फिर से आपके WhatsApp groups में circulate होगी. And now, if anyone has any query, please you can just write it down in the chat box and I'll answer them. And feel free to ask any kind of question relating to internships or relating to the events that we organize. Uh, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We are all first year students and we are all our interns, so any kind of question is welcome. ओके नितिन, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी ऑफ दैट. आपको एक आर्टिकल का फॉर्मेट मिलेगा. यू कैन सी दैट आप अगर कुछ पढ़ोगे और कुछ लिखने की कोशिश करोगे तभी आपको आगे आएगा. सो एक बार लिखने की कोशिश करो, स्टार्ट करो. एंड इफ यू आर रियली कंप्लीटली स्टक, अगेन आप अपना इंटर्नशिप कोऑर्डिनेटर को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो. ही इज मिस्टर पारस, हु इज आल्सो द इवेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर राइट नाउ, जो जिसने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था मुझे. सो आप उनसे पूछ सकते हो एंड ही विल हेल्प यू. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, हम लोग एक सेशन ऑर्गेनाइज कराएंगे ऑन हाउ टू राइट एन आर्टिकल, हाउ टू गो अबाउट योर रिसर्च. तो दैट विल बी इन अ डे और टू. सो उसको ज्वाइन कर लेना एंड डेफिनेटली you'll have some insights on how to do and how to write an article and research कैसे करते, because that is an elaborate topic ये इतनी जल्दी हो नहीं पाएगा. So in a day or two we'll organize that session and उसको join कर लोगे. Can you tell him? I'm so sorry, I forgot to ask. I'm really sorry, Venkat. We were basically talking of writing an article and research. So I'm just saying that just try to write. We'll share a draft article with you all so that you can have an idea on what you should write. Just begin writing. Just start the process of reading the topic that is allotted to you, reading it, and trying to understand the topic. And in a day or two, we'll organize a session whereby uh, we'll try to give you little insights on how to write an article and how to do research and how to go about your research article. So just begin writing on the topic that you're allotted. And just so just for example, you're allotted the topics today, so just start reading on that topic. Okay, just say for example your the topics are basically related to law commissions, as I've been informed. So just read the law commission's report and read various articles in that. Start gaining an idea on what if you wanted a deep analysis on that. So for example, you were given an assignment, um, from your say your college gave you an assignment that write an analysis on the first law commission report. So just think of it as an assignment and think what all you will be writing. Okay, keep that in mind. Read the law commission report and think what all you'll write and how you'll write. Okay, and in a day or two we'll organize a session whereby we'll tell you how to write an article. Akash, how to draft a research? You mean an article, or do you want to know how to do research? And Anand, yes, even though you're divided in teams, you'll work on individual basis only. Uh, Akash, I believe your question is how to write a research article. So if it is on research article, so an article basically there are a few heads and subheads that you'll have to keep to mention. So just let me share my screen with you all. Is this visible? Is this page visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this page, if we can see, just ignore the A part. Now let's begin from B part. A part will explain it to you later. So B may first you'll have to write the title of your research paper or the heading. That is the topic that will be assigned to you all. Then you'll have to mention certain keywords relating to your article. So basically, it's abstract keywords, introduction, case laws, recent developments, and conclusion. This is basically how your manuscript must be. Apart from that, it must contain your name, college, semester, and intern under legal media. So, for example, you're all from Harvard and from first semester. So, for example, I, Sakshi Sharma, I'll write Sakshi Sharma, comma, Lloyd Law College, comma, semester 1, comma, and intern under legal vidya. This will be something that I mentioned. Now, when we come to the research article, these are certain heads and subheads that you'll have to mention. So, these are certain things that you'll mention, right? So, don't worry, that was just for showing. You once we'll share a link with you all. It is one of the best articles that has been written by one of our interns. See, you can view that, and you will have an idea on what all your heads and subheads must be. So that's that. And how long should it be? How many pages? We don't go by pages. We go by word limit. Whenever you're writing article, it is not on pages, it's on word limit. Do remember that. So the word limit that we are assigning to you is 2000 to 5000 words. 2000 to 5000 words. In that you'll have to write an abstract, you'll have to write keywords, you'll have to mention your references, then you'll have introduction to your article, the main body of your article, and a conclusion. Conclusion, please remember, conclusion कहीं से copy में paste मत करना. Do not copy paste your conclusion. I know जब आप लिखते हो तो you go blank certain times, but conclusion probably is the only part which students write on their own. Okay, trust me on that when I say this, because we have been there, we have written articles, we have done this. So conclusion is the only part which you write 100% on your own. Every other part you take references to case laws, you take references to internet sources, your textbooks, your commentaries, etc. But in conclusion, you don't. After writing a whole article, you'll have a brief, vague idea in mind. You'll have a clear idea in your mind on what you have written and what you have understood. Just summarize it and make a conclusion. So those are certain things to remember when you're writing your article. And don't worry, we'll take a session on doing research and writing a research article. Apart from that, if anyone has any other query as of now, please feel free to ask me. Your topic for research, Vikrant, they'll be assigned to you by today. You'll receive them, and that uh, the drive that you'll receive, it will have all the information regarding the topic, the date of submission, and who all are the members who will be in your team, that is in your groups, and the citation style, a reference article, everything will be mentioned in that. You'll receive that by today. Any other query? You're welcome. So, if you all do not have any other query, you're free to leave the session.